Okay, career attempt 2 for the Battle of the Cloverleaf. We're just about to go into turn 2. We got shot up by a sniper that's sitting in the village here into this location, so we've got to try and push that sniper back by trying to spot him or her, and we've got to make progress towards objective 1 and 2. There's one card we still don't know anything about. No one's got a line of sight to that, except they do. We've got this assault team here who can see through the rocky land. So let's just get some view on that. So that's an open area. That's not going to provide a lot of cover for getting in there. We don't have to get to that one. It's not going to be used for a flanking location, I don't think. Probably more charts coming up here through the left, except we also have a rice paddy just before getting into the rocky hill, and objective 2 sitting on an open location, so it's all very precarious. What does work is sending a team forward, an assault team, just to start clearing the potential contacts. We've got this one here, so it might be we'll send a team out from 3rd platoon into the open there. Perhaps we'll send a team out to the embankment over here to clear that one, and maybe we'll move forward here to try and push this assault team into there. That might drag that PDF off of this location. Alright, so first off it's friendly HQ. No, we don't have a friendly HQ event. So we go to communication. COHQ can see 3rd platoon headquarters, can see 2nd platoon headquarters, can see 1st sergeant, and can see 1st platoon headquarters. And I think the COXO is underneath the cover there, so it isn't in communication. And the CO is in contact with battalion, so we'll get a activation, and we get 5. CO is veteran, so that's 6. So let's flip those over. So that goes up to 6. So I think we'll activate all 3. We'll activate all 3 plus the 1st sergeant. So activated. So not. So those are all activated. It's got 2 commands left. He in fact could do the ordering of the platoon to go to the potential contact B. Okay, so we flip him over. Oops. We clone him. He will advance into there, and we get an exposed marker on him for doing that. So that's action 1. So there's down to 1 command left. 1 command left. I can't see anyone at the moment, but firing out of the gully is going to be able to fire through fire support. So maybe we order this unit go there with the last command, and he can fire on 3 locations at a minimum. So command headquarters has used his up. So we come to platoon and CO staff. Now if we move the CO first sergeant into here and get that to advance there, so I think that's what we'll do. So we'll draw a card for the first sergeant. He's veteran, so he gets 5. So he's also on 6. And maybe his first action is to order, first 2 actions to order those 2 onto this. So they'll go on there and on there, and they'll both be exposed. We could have tried to get them to infiltrate because they're coming into a VOF, but if they go into cover they get harder to command, and we're hoping to move the PDF off there. So that's 2 commands. The third command will be to move himself to there, which is another one. And then another command is to command the assault team to there. So that should mean that the PDF gets changed to the card that's coming in. Yeah, a firing unit loses its PDF if an enemy unit enters its card. It automatically shifts its fire to the unit that entered its card. So that means we'll just move these, and that comes in here to be like that, which moves those 2 against. That's so that didn't move. That pinned unit is still back there. That VOF comes off, which would apply to other units on there that aren't the subject of the sniper, but the sniper will pick that unit. So that hasn't changed our engagement level. We're still at contact. The first sergeant has 2 commands left, having moved there. He'll save his 2 points. Okay, so now we have the platoon headquarters. All of the units over here are subject to first platoon, so I think we'll do first platoon. First platoon will get 5, 6 because of being veteran, so that goes up to there, and first platoon will, I think, do a platoon move for 2 to move forward, so they all become exposed. And that may be a bit ambitious, but we moved the PDF forwards, so we're going to resolve that potential contact A. This one here, So there's 2 potential contacts to resolve. So we've still got second platoon, so we'll draw a card for second platoon. 1. Second platoon is line, so it gets 1. It's perhaps going to wait and see, so I'm going to save those points. That leaves first platoon will save. Third platoon gets 2, puts them on 5, so third platoon holding all the armory. So line that day he can save all of those, so let's save all of those. So we now go into initiative, which is CO initiative, so the XO gets 1. XO at the moment is not going to do anything sitting in cover, so saves that point. And then we get general initiative. General initiative says 4, which is pretty good. So it's going to, the open guy with the potential contact B is going to try and find cover, and he's a line, so he gets 2 draws, and he found cover. That's good. 2 in fact. So we've got a cover marker somewhere. Straightforward cover marker. That's going to go on him. That's 1 of the 4. Another one of the 4 is going to be to try and spot. So again, there is a line unit, 2 actions. It's a sniper, takes it down to 1. It's on the same card as a spotter, takes it back up to 2. Target has, so it's 2 cards with a spotting attempt. Now this will be good to get. No and no. So that's 2 initiative. 3 initiative. You can see up to there. So the automatic fire here is going to try and find cover. 3 cards, line. 1, 2, 3. Yep, it finds cover. That's the only one that's there. So we'll clone that. And that's that one there that found the cover. So and that would leave 1 more initiative. 1 more initiative. Rally the HMG fire team to get rid of the pin. So that fire, we'll get it off the recoil list. So his line, 2 cards to rally. 1, yes, got a rally, so unpin that unit, and that's the 4 general initiative. So we're into enemy HQ event. No. And we're now into enemy activity. Well, there's only 1 enemy. That's the sniper that isn't seen, so he's going to continue to attack that unit, so there's no other activity. No capture and retreat, no vehicle or aircraft, no fire missions to update. So we come down to potential contact markers. And so we've got two of those. We've got one here and one here. So randomise. Just checking there's no others. Randomise one of two. So it's number one. So this one here. And we've got potential contact A in contact, which is a 7-card draw. That's 1, 2, that's the contact, 3, 4, 5, 6, another one, 7. So 7 cards drawn, we get the contact. Now we look at what we're going to get. And that is a draw of 10. A draw of 10 against A. This could be horrible. 10-10 on A is incoming heavy mortars. Incoming heavy mortars. They're going to place a VOF PDF. They're not going to be spotted. They're at maximum line of sight. It's an incoming mortar and a mortar FO spotter of 120 mils. So let's draw for where the spotter is. 1 of 10. 1 is per placement, which I now draw until I get something that tells me. So 9, that's right front. So right front, maximum loss. So we can certainly go here, and we can go over here. So we draw a card, flip that, and that's going to go in here. And that will be there. It's a hill, so we need another, just lock that down. And get another, that's another hill. So it's a rice paddy up a hill. Let's, lock that down. Lock that down. Okay, that will be flipped because it's not spotted. This is awesome. So we want a -5 mortar spotter. Heavy mortar. Did we have one of those already that I've thrown away? There we go, heavy mortar spotter. We've got one of those already. That's the -5. Coming up here. And we get a fire mission. This is incoming marker. Yep, so we've got 120mm mortar coming in. It's coming in here. Does it come on when there's a friendly unit there? I think it would do. Resolve it. An enemy force cannot go on a card that currently has an enemy volume of fire, so the force won't go there. Yes, you can't place an enemy VOF on a card with an enemy unit, even one that has not yet been spotted by US units. Except when US unit is on a card that contains both enemy unit and a PC. So I think that does happen that way. Alright, so that's that card sorted out for our fun, and then we have this one over here. So we now have still one card. Still one card. So we're not more than contact, because we don't have two cards under VOF markers, so we're not engaged. So that means this PCB is going to be done on contact, which is a 5 card draw. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is no contact with that one. That PCB comes off. That's pretty good news. This team is going to get chewed up, I'm pretty sure. But everyone else is not doing too badly. So we've evaluated the potential contacts. We go to the combat effects, and we can remove pins where there's no VOF. So that's going to help this location. So that comes off. That comes off. There's no other pinned markers. So we go into combat effects, and we've got this one here. So the sniper's going to suffer from -5 with a +2, so the sniper's going to get a -3 card. -3 is just a pin. Well, there you go. And then this card is going to get -2 +2, -5, -8, so that's a -4 card. Wow, that is a pin. Unbelievable how little damage all of that has done. Okay, so we finish that. That becomes an all-pinned VOF. And not a sniper. So we take that off for the moment. It's probably going to come back. So that stays there. That's the only once we do a cleanup phase, which is the exposeds come off. We've got those to come off. All of these people managed to get up there unscathed. That exposed comes off. Pinned. So we have that, and the heavy mortars. How many missions do they get? I think it's only the one. fire missions. Heavy mortars is just one, so that will be removed at the beginning of the next. So it's going to possibly affect any vehicles that come through there, but it's not going to do anything more. So I think the mortar is removed because it has no more fire missions. So we're still at contact. We are finished for the turn, so I will move that up there, change that to turn 3, and so what have we done? We've managed to move our forces forward on the flank on the left, and we now have the objectives in much clearer sight than we had them before. We've got lines of sight from there up to that objective, from there to that objective and that objective because it's on the hill, and the location behind. And so I suppose the embankment might help us. We're probably going to run through this part. If we can spot the sniper though, that will help push him back. It might push him off board. So yeah, there's a bit to think about. We'll come back to this for turn 3. Thank you. Thanks for watching.